Hi, I'm Roger Dinwoody and I'm the CEO of Stars Nashville. We've talked about what to do for young people who are being bullied and in fact those kids who watch it and witness it and bystand. And we've talked about the importance of staff members and adults stepping up to help address bullying. What we're going to talk about is the issue of what to do for young people who in fact bully others. That's a critical part to this puzzle. And I want to give some credit to Stan Davis, who's a dear friend and colleague who I would like to borrow a few of his ideas to share today about what to do. The first piece is this. Remember, informal counseling, structured counseling, seeking this issue of where kids apologize, making restitution, all those kind of things are in fact important things. However, when it comes to bullying, they may not be the most effective. It's important that we remember that when bullying does occur, it's likely that it's occurred many times before anybody ever caught it or stopped it, or even perhaps was knowledgeable about the fact that it was going on, except the young person who was being bullied. So if we do catch a young person, we need to make sure that our consequences are in place for young people who do bully others. So that's the first piece. The second piece is to remember that young people who bully often in fact need to be held accountable for their actions. They need to acknowledge what they've done, which is oftentimes very difficult for a young person who bullies others. We also need to help remember that young people who bully often are seeking instant gratification. In fact, they enjoy sometimes their bullying. So we need to help address strategies for delaying gratification for young people who in fact bully others. The next piece is, and this is a tough one, but we need to help young people understand when they bully and hurt somebody that a normal response for human beings when they hurt someone is to feel a healthy sense of guilt and shame. That's not something that kids who bully others often feel. So strategies to help them understand, putting themselves in other people's positions to understand how their behavior impacted someone else is a critical step in helping young people who bully others know about changing their behavior. Also, we need to find other ways for young people to get those needs met, because bullying in fact is a power need. So we need to find other ways for young people to have positive, powerful outlets where they're involved in positive things in their lives to actually get that need met, rather than choosing negative ways or negative forms of power to get that internal need met. And then last but not least, as it's been said, we need the same kind of helping relationships with adults that young people who are bullied require. Just because a young person bullies others doesn't mean in fact that they don't need the strong connection with an adult that kids who get bullied need. In fact, it could be said that perhaps sometimes they need more mentoring and more support. But the important piece is we need to hold them accountable for their actions. So in closing, I guess what would be important is there are four basic questions that often need to be asked to young people who bully. What'd you do? What was wrong with it? What was your goal? What were you trying to do? And how are you going to deal with this next time? Those are four important questions that young people should be asked to respond to and reflect upon when in fact they've hurt someone else. So at the end of the day, one of the core issues in bullying is to help young people who bully others understand the issue of empathy. Because bullying is really an issue of an absence of empathy. It's not an issue of low self-esteem. It's an issue of empathy. So there is help, there is hope, and there is a solution. I invite you to go to the STARS website for more solutions.